driving 6 miles to Chicago. Got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
What up, world? Welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast. It's your boy, Philly.
Back from vacation, Grandmaster B.
And Hollywood Apple Snacks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some special guests in the building. We got Young Drew and Mikey.
Yeah.
Drew and Mike.
Yeah.
What's good, boys? How you doing?
Hell yeah.
Doing good. I'm doing good.
Nice.
Doing all right, living the dream, you know.
Somebody's dream, right?
Yeah.
Tamu.
This is what, damn.
Always.
So for those viewers and listeners that don't know, Andrew's my youngest brother. It's my son, Mikey. And please don't judge me for things I may or may not say today, but you can, judge my parenting skills all you want. At the end of the day, we're here to have fun, lighten, and have a good conversation. Grandmaster B, great to have you back.
It's good to see these dudes here. First and foremost, I'm going to write on that, man. You guys, I know you're big fans. You guys listen. I love your feedback. You were our videographer at one point.
I was.
You still are. We're going to keep you on board, man.
You don't say.
It's good to have.
Don't say.
It's good to have these youthful faces here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just good to have you guys around. So
You never know what you're going to get on the Fives of the Week podcast at the end.
Yeah.
So B, talk to us. How was your vacation, man?
vacation was good. Vacation was good. Very busy. We went on a cruise, right? So this was something that the wife and I have done. I think it's going to be my last cruise for a while, though, because last year when we did our trip, it was like just the start of the pandemic, people starting to move around and get out again. So you didn't really see a lot of people. And it was like a 50% filled ship.
Wow.
This year, it's the opposite, man, dude. It was like there were 6,000 passengers, another 1,400 crew members.
Sardines.
Just packed into this place. And I mean, everybody that cooped herself up for the past couple of years decided to show up on this one. And dude, it was just a hot mess, man, on Super Bowl Sunday.
Now, let me ask you, you've done both. Like, would you rather go to a resort or would you rather do the cruise thing?
Honestly, I think at this point, I'd rather go to a resort. I'd rather go somewhere for like 4 or 5 days or a week or whatever and just stay there. There's always shit to do at a resort, you know, or places that you go. It's like if you went to Orlando, you can go to, Wet and Wild, one of Hollywood's favorite places.
I
feel you, bud.
Yeah, dude.
You can go there, but it's probably a resort. Probably a resort.
Right on.
Nice with that being said.
But I missed you guys, man. And I got to tell you that this past last week's podcast was it 2 weeks ago now? Would it be? Because
No, it was last week with Ashley.
Yeah.
What, man, this Ashley girl's, man, she's a superstar.
She's on. Right on.
I mean, my gosh. I mean, I even called Philly when I got back in town. I'm like, did she have all that shit like in notes? Like, no, it's off the top of her head. Very, very engaged with the sports world.
Yeah.
Kind of made me feel stupid, to be honest with you, man.
We had mutual friends, and they were like, how the hell did you keep up with two dudes talking football for 2 hours? You know
I was
what I mean?
very impressed with her.
She did a great job. Very well spoken, knows her stuff. So it was
nice on the eyes, too. I mean, I looked at it, I'm like, wow, man, I'm creeping on her Facebook lately, but, I got to be careful. Like, is it your uncle? Like an old dude? What's wrong with that guy?
You don't say.
Yeah.
They don't say.
Hey, we won Super Bowl money, guys, and I brought the cash tonight. I know you guys were patient, man. I'm sure you guys talked a little bit about that. That was a big deal.
That was nice.
Dude, there were so many freaking possibilities of not winning that money at the very end.
Yeah.
I know you guys talked about this, but I was just like my fingernails are just now starting to grow back. I'm like,
I had to turn against Philly.
Crazy.
And go for the money in the end.
I mean, just nuts, man. But ballsy for you, man. You went all in on your end. Brandon did the same way.
Yep. And then I almost did myself till my brother Nick hopped in with me. Remember, me, Mikey, Andrew, we were going, they were downstairs, I'm upstairs, we're yelling at each other. I'm rooting for KC. They want, Philly. Yeah. And then I'm walking my brother through the scenario, and just step by step it happened. And like I said last week, I feel like I owe Jerick McKinnon a Christmas card for going down because it made us all that money.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, you guys played high school football, right?
Yep.
Would you guys think of that like in a situation? Would you guys do that to, preserve the victory?
In that type of game, I mean, I'm rooting for my teammates. I want to win it all. So
For sure.
I'm not going to be selfish and take the touchdown. I'm for sure going to.
I like that.
Team.
Love that.
Very good. Yeah.
What about you, little Drew?
I do the same.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be selfish. Why? It's like, why though? Like, be there for your teammates. Don't be selfish and, I got that touchdown that big game. You don't want to be that person.
And you know what? That there could be millions on the line for you in a contract.
Exactly, 100%.
You know what I mean? But then
Sure,
again,
yep.
what if it comes back and bites you in the ass?
Exactly.
And they get the
Yep.
ball back and score, and they go, well, thanks a lot for
Yeah.
scoring.
Yeah, because you're giving the other team a big opportunity with a lot of time left. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
in a matter of
that's
seconds.
Very smart, and I think any normal athlete that wants to win should know that should be a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Not just because it's a Super Bowl. It's much bigger than that Super Bowl. It's about us solidifying the win and going on our second Super Bowl of winning by me doing this. So it should be a no-brainer.
And that's
But
just-
something's messed up.
It's just high football IQ to have that
Yes.
awareness in that time, the biggest stage, like in crunch time. I mean, it's happened before, not in the Super Bowl per se, but to have that awareness at that point in the game where, I mean, you're going down in history if you score a touchdown in a Super Bowl, right?
So you're
But
saying he may be your favorite football player as of now.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a huge
I hope he
fan.
goes on the market and gets paid, man, because he deserves every penny.
He is. He's a very good ball player, too.
Yes.
And wasn't there was there in the beginning of the game an extra point missed too or
Yes,
something like that?
yes.
So
Yep.
that's
Field goal, field goal.
a field goal. So there's another deciding factor how things could have turned. And
My
kinda-
buddy
yeah.
said he vomited.
Did he have the
Said
money?
He was about ready to win the money, and when he heard that click off the post, he said, "I shut the game off and started almost vomiting."
Come on.
I didn't turn it back on. He goes, "It spoiled my." I said,
Well,
"Yeah,
we're
but
looking at it right. We got 8-5 and these kind of wacky numbers.
Yes.
You know, the only way we were going to win is if it was a high scoring game or we got like a safety or some crazy field goals going on.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, here we are late in the game, and it's
And our first time playing with him.
yeah, yep.
That's big. I mean,
And we're at $1,000 square, man.
know.
Don't tell me that doesn't bring it a little
Oh.
bit further up the ladder of like, oh my gosh, man.
Maybe won't you come back?
Right, but like you said, it had to be a high-scoring game. There had to be a lot of possibilities in this, and the numbers we we got weren't the greatest when we first looked at them. But then we all looked at each other and said, "It's the Super Bowl. Anything can happen."
Anything can happen,
Right, so-
with two big teams like that.
But man, it was
100%.
entertaining, and I don't mean
Oh,
to
yeah.
kind of bring all the past
No,
up,
you're
but
good.
it's I missed that week, and I was like, man, what a good game.
One of your best Super Bowls ever.
Yeah,
of
I
all
believe
time.
so.
I think we all just miss football.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we're all football guys, and now we got USFL and XFL going on. So there's
yeah.
something there, but we'll get into that. And first week of XFL, what did you guys think? I mean, we're gonna get into sports just real quick.
I clicked it on, and I was sitting at the table eating some dinner, and I looked and I seen Heinz Ward. Okay. Seen the funky uniforms. I'm like, I seen the one guy that played for the Rams, the former receiver, Phil.
There was a guy from the Steelers, Martavis Bryant.
No, he played for the Rams.
Steelers,
Yeah, but
Martavius Bryant.
no, different guy. It starts with a P. Well, his son was playing.
Diddy.
And he was a good receiver when he did play for the Rams. And I was like, oh, okay, I see this now. Let me get and it was a real close game. I'm like, in the third quarter, it's only 3-3. What the heck?
I don't know.
But then I started watching, and it brought me right back in. So I liked it. It's something good to basically suck on your thumb while the Super Bowl's over to get you through, because now baseball's coming.
Right. You guys want to say something?
I was gonna say something. You guys, what do you think about that rule with the kickoff in the XFL?
So isn't it they got one opportunity for instead of onside kick, it's 4th and 15?
Yep. And then
I love that.
They have to stand still until the returner catches the ball.
Yes.
Then they can
Okay.
finally move.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was
it
something different.
So yeah, something different.
I had no idea that was a rule.
Yeah.
I guess I've been watching. I'll start watching it just for that crazy reason.
It was cool. Actually, week 1 was actually pretty entertaining.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's something that was proposed to the NFL, but they decided to decline it, and it got laughed at almost. But all these people are kind of hyped up about it. And that's what I think is cool about these alternative leagues is that it might open the NFL's eyes to certain things. Give it a shot. You know what I mean? Make it more exciting.
I like it.
And I'm
I'll
a
watch it
traditionalist
again.
when it comes to sports. I love the old school stuff. Like I hate the Pro Bowl. I hate the NBA All-Star game right now.
God.
Just play the game, man. Like I just saw a photo of Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith side by side with the national on it.
Yeah,
and back then they used to play the game of football. Like it
Yes.
was awesome.
Yep.
Now it's just not that way. But
No.
I know I'm getting off into sports and we're all passionate about it. But let's talk about world news, man. Let's talk about what's going on out there.
We got to hit the news intro, don't we?
We absolutely.
I'm
I know you're a little
ru-
rusty,
I'm
Tom.
I'm a little rusty.
is Tom Brokaw.
Now it's official.
Well, do the honors, Mr. B.
Well, you know, the world news, local news, this ice storm that we had last night, man, I can't get over it. On the way over here, man, I was like, every other mile marker, there was no power. It was weird. Like, it just kind of puts it in perspective. You get like something like an ice storm, just how fragile our infrastructure is right now. Like, I get it where transformers could blow up because of hanging lines and stuff like that. But dude, there's like a tree in my neighborhood that's arced over, and I'm surprised this thing has not broke off yet.
Kicked in the Dixie.
Right, it's like a limp dick. And I'm sitting there watching this tree, and as it's warming up throughout the day, it's starting to pull itself back up because all the ice is melting off of it, and it's springing up again, boing,
And whatnot.
Oh, maybe by tomorrow it'll be nice and stiff again. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just like, dude, I just literally thawed my windshield from 7 o'clock this morning on my way here. I mean, I had like a sheet of ice, like 8 inches thick on that sumbit.
Now ask yourself.
Maybe not 8 inches, but it was pretty thick.
Right.
You know, I'm over there bragging about size again. You know what I'm saying?
We had 8 inches.
Hey,
all
how
right?
I'm about I got a fish about that big. It's crazy.
Now ask yourself this question. With part of that going on like last night, imagine what do you do with the electrical vehicles that have the chargers and all that?
Isn't it
How
great
many
point?
more are out?
Yeah. What do? You have no power, man. You
Can't go to work, right?
Can't do nothing.
Electric car.
That's a new calling. Like, hey, boss, can't make it in. The dog didn't eat my homework this time, but tell you what, my electric ain't working. I can't drive my ride.
Let me ask you guys this, okay? You guys, I know, Andrew, you're not in school. Mikey, you are. So there's all these different call-off reasons. A lot of people think it's weakness, this, that, and the other thing. Do you feel like it's, okay, if it's not essential, keep people off the roads, cancel the schools, or do you think it's just? I mean, what do you guys think about, all this time off for the kids and things like that?
Let's throw it out to these cats, man. What do you boys think?
You can go.
Well, I don't go to school, but I go to college, but I don't go to school. I do fully online.
right.
But honestly, like, are you asking like should they call off school like if the roads are bad and stuff? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Do you think it's justified that they do that and give kids all this time off? Now, I don't mean to talk to you guys like
No,
you're
I get what
young
you're saying.
men, right? You know what I
yes.
mean? Just your opinion on it.
Honestly, I mean, I think sometimes they will call off school if there's like a little bit of ice. I think it's kind of stupid, personally, in my opinion.
Sure.
But like, I get the safety though. Like, some kids have to wait outside if it's like really cold for the bus or something. I do get that.
Yeah.
I was one of those kids. I had to wait for the bus when I was younger, and it was freezing cold in the morning. But honestly, if it's not that bad, they shouldn't call off school because then you're just missing a lot of time of school, and it's eventually going to get tacked on
Right.
at the end of the year of the school year, so you're going to miss some of the days of your summer. So
And then
it's
you're pissed.
Yeah, and you're mad. But also, I know those kids, like, they want those, snow days off, get to sleep in. But it's like, it's going to kind of ruin your summer, though. You're losing days of your summer.
Yes, yeah.
Well, and there's, single parents that, you know what I mean? If the kids are off school, they got to call into work, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So it's a give and take.
Yeah, it's
thing,
a give
I
and
feel
take.
like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I get
I
it.
don't dive that deep into it. I'm
Right,
not
right.
thinking that hard like some people are. Like,
Which-
like if you get time off from work, are you not going to take it? It's either use it or lose it. I'm using that.
I'm
shit.
using it every time. I'm not leaving unless you're going to pay me for not taking
I
it.
mean, how did it look in the field today for you guys? I mean, was it shortcomings when you guys were out in the field
A
today?
little bit, yeah.
Yes.
A little bit.
And that's how it was at work. There was a lot of people missing.
That ice storm, man. Yeah, a lot of. I mean, there was hardly no people on the road. It felt like early Saturday morning, early Sunday morning. There was weird. There was. I tried not to get out very much because of the ice, and I knew that there was a lot of power outages. My thing was putting out fires with calling customers saying, "Hey, your delivery's not going to be there," or they're calling me saying, "Hey, man, don't send your people here because there's no power." So you're just kind of calling the office,
Right.
calling transportation rather, and all these other people. But yeah, it was kind of weird. It was kind of empty out there.
Yeah.
Well, we're in similar businesses, right? But in the morning, it was like Christmas out there. People were going nuts because they said the snow was coming, or the snow ice was coming at noon. So in the morning, stores were blown out.
Oh, God.
Gutted. And then by 1 o'clock, dead. On my way home, there was nobody on the road at like 2:30. So I mean, I got out there, started early, which, hey, how you doing? But
How you doing, Jimmy?
Hey, don't,
got it
I'm
knocked-
with you.
got-
You know what I'm saying?
got it knocked out, and you know what I mean. Got what I needed to get done, and got my butt home, man. Because Nobody wants to be out driving in that shit.
It's appropriate backdrop or a little ice baby maybe. What do you think, Hollywood?
My ride was good, except for going down 8 Mile, by Van Dyke.
Yeah.
South and north side, both blacked out. I couldn't even see. No lights. I came out, my front window, the whole door window was ice. And I looked, I said, oh man, I seen that porch and them steps. And I've already took a spill a couple years ago and broke my fall, or I'd have busted my head.
Oh yeah.
So I got out there, had to crawl on the side because it was all ice. And if I would have took a step and not known, I would have been gone. Just went
Funny
up.
story. I could say this for the pickled moment, but there was a time when I was living back at home, and my stepdad was in the garage. Right? I was like, hey, have a good day, love you, see ya. Walked down the driveway, got a cup of coffee in my hand.
No.
Flipped on my ass, dude. Coffee goes up in the air, fall on my ass, dude. Pickled moment from back in the day.
Yeah, no, for real.
Horrible, dude. That
All you
shit
see
happens,
is stars, dude.
Yes.
It's horrible feeling. So I said, no, put that salt out there, then walk down it slow, and that was it when the truck was gone.
Yep.
All Drew was thinking about was getting that board out, man, weren't you? Like, man, glaze these hills. Let's go.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's an
Yeah.
extreme outdoorsman. He loves his motocross.
Yes,
and
sir.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yes.
World news. That's all I really had. I mean, Hollywood, is it? Go
ahead, Hollywood.
World news, Hollywood.
Did we heard about the firefighter that was, I think he was executed last night by the
Electrocuted from down
yes.
power line.
Yeah.
Where was this at?
I didn't catch the name, but I know that there was a firefighter last night who lost his life. So they were telling people still, do not touch any wires
Right.
in your backyard at all. Even if it looks like it's dead, stay away. You know what I mean? I wish I would have caught that name. I heard it on the radio and I didn't get all the info. But yeah, they said we had lost a firefighter. I got some news here. The Motown Museum expanded its construction on it.
Oh, nice.
So they're going to have different things. They're like, you can go outside and like a court and eat and sing and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So
Nice.
they got it open now during its construction. They needed to make it bigger. And they said they just want people to feel where the Motown has come from. It's so much bigger than, the music itself. Yep. And they want, it's going to really look good down there. And then they were showing that the construction by the Cadillac down there. Mm-hmm. Oh, how it's going to look. Probably your guys' generation. They're going to start in 24. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a really big thing down there for you guys to go. I mean, it looks beautiful, dude.
That's something.
Glass and like, oh man, absolutely. Detroit's really starting to make a kick. But another note, there was this guy called Jimmy No Limit Cole.
Jimmy.
Mm-hmm. And he was a former fighter who went with Thomas Hitman Hearns, and he did 37 years in prison. Wow. He said, I was a bad guy. I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to do things right and everything. And so he got a second chance at life. And this Bob Schwartz guy, I don't know if you guys heard of him. Him and his wife, they go and they try to help these people who come out that really don't know what they're going to do, where they're going to start up. Mm. And they've been doing this for the last 10 years. And so he's got him in this apartment. They went and bought him dishes, forks, stuff like that. And the guy was so thankful. He's like, I'm 70 years old now. And he goes, I'd never want to go back to that place ever again. And my new life starts now. Now, who knows? He may only have 10 years left. But 37 years of that from being a knucklehead of his life. And it was a really good story. He said, I'm definitely not going back there again. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then last but not least, for you women out there.
Hello, ladies.
Kitty cat, booby time.
Meow meow.
Booby time. It's all about the breast. Breast pain, 87% of it is due from coffee, caffeine related.
Wait a minute. What?
Your breast pain in ladies, their boobs hurting.
Oh,
from
pain.
caffeine.
I thought you said pain. I said, hold on.
It's.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's normal. If you smoke from the nicotine, makes the females. But they say you should always check for lumps, bumps, or whatever. Get in your mammograms. But pain is normal when you are drinking coffee, Red Bulls, and stuff like that. You will have pain. I'm like, wow, that's just weird how that is. You know what I'm saying? So that's a shout out for the women there. Some do not know that. You know, so that is if you do drink a lot of coffee and stuff like that and caffeine and do have some breast discomfort, more than likely that's what it's from, 80%, 87%.
That's you want to be an inspector and make sure everything is
Well, of
right.
course I would. Yes, I would.
After listening to that podcast last week, man, that Hollywood's hot seat, man,
yeah.
I got fucking uncomfortable.
Did you like my
Let me ask you a
music?
question. I sat down. I said, "Oh shit, here it comes,
Here we
man."
go.
Dude. I was laughing my ass off so much. That was some of the best shit ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so good.
Did you hear about the pinto they found in the what was it? I want to say not the lake, but the river they found. They pulled a pinto from a guy they were looking for 50 years ago.
Oh no, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah. 50 years ago, pulled the pinto out. His body was in there. They found him.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep. I think we all know what happened with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very crazy. Good stuff, Hollywood.
Yeah. All right.
That's all I
well,
got.
Good stuff. Good stuff, boys. So Tesla recalls over 300,000 vehicles, says beta software may cause crashes. You want to talk about this, this new style of cars, self-driving, things like that. There's always that worry that stuff like this can happen.
Yeah.
And I think this has came up before about driving on the freeway, something happening with the speed. Normally there's a safety feature, right, that shuts it off, but apparently not a good look for Tesla. Now, did you guys hear about this asteroid that impacted the Earth's atmosphere?
No, I didn't hear anything
I did
about
not.
it.
Yeah, so it seemed like one last night, right?
No,
Mikey
yeah,
showed me a
yep.
video of the sky lighting up blue, but
That
it's actually...
transformer that blew up. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
See one by my house.
Yep.
See one, yeah, that blue light.
It wasn't quite an asteroid,
Kind of looked
but...
like an asteroid, but yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, that's wild. So a small asteroid named SAR 2667 exploded after
Saw.
it entered about a meter in diameter, was filmed over Western Europe. So there was footage of it, and it's like it pierces the atmosphere, and you think it's going to blow something up, but it just
Like disintegrates,
Disappears, yeah.
right? Yeah, that's
because
Wow, how does that happen?
it's wild, man. It's science. It's nuts. A lot of people thought aliens were going to invade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I thought ET was about to make an appearance, bro.
Somebody saw it. Somebody said they saw Sasquatch.
So Home Depot announced nearly every hourly employee is going to get a raise. So everyone's going to make at least $15 and up. Great time for you guys to get jobs. right
Yeah,
now.
especially at Home
Because
Depot.
back when we started, probably less for you guys. When I started, I'm talking about $5-6 tops.
Yeah.
Sheet.
Right. So for 15, not bad. I know everything's high. And again, let's talk about inflation, man. I went grocery shopping the other day, bought some turkey and chicken breasts. Usually it's 2 for $5, 3 for $6, $5.49 for a package of lunch meat.
That's crazy.
Ain't that nuts though?
Go to Boss.
Where?
Boss.
What's that one place? Zingerman's?
Zingles and dingles.
Someone said something about that place. I heard it's good, but
You may have to
inflation is just
buy
crazy
bulk
right
like that and just break it up on your own.
now. Yeah.
I mean, if it's going to save you in your pocket.
How about this? Rapper Debrat, 48.
Debrat or Debrat?
Debrat.
If I get back in
Never
the game,
heard of him.
they're going to call me Debrat. So 48 having a baby. She's a lesbian, but she's having a baby. So leave that out. But how old do you think is too old to have a baby? I want to get your guys' opinion.
48.
Well, I mean, how old do you feel? I mean,
Right, but isn't there health risks involved? Like the
I
older you
mean,
get?
yeah, they say
Right.
your chromosomes and stuff in your body, could go south. But who's to know? You know what I'm saying? There's women who's had them 49 and baby's been healthy. It's just a risk that they put that you're taking.
Right.
They put you in slots like by numbers that have been done, and they look at, and that's what they go by the numbers. Well, we've had out of 100, we've had 65 that weren't, as planned.
Yeah.
So that's how they go by that. So, but you just never know, man. I mean, you look at it too. You digging in something good, man. You know what I mean, man? How you gonna, she's like, I want a baby,
You're
man.
going to lose your job. Come on, man. You just said the word.
What are you gonna do?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and so you see now, and a lot of these girls are telling you we like older men. Okay, older men, they take us out, they appreciate us, they open a door,
Sure.
The younger guys, they may want to do this, and this
Chivalry.
is something you boys will learn and pay attention.
Yeah.
So what happens at a cost when you're 40 years old and you're looking good, you're looking amazing.
Right.
And your girl's 28 and she's like, I'd like to have a child. And you ain't got a child. Do you deny her? I mean, and you love her? Do you deny her? And you're in love with this woman. You're 40, but you feel like you're 25. Mm-hmm. Okay? You ain't got no kids, and even if you did have kids, but you really love this woman. No.
Getting to that age where you're gonna have to start looking to have kids. So,
I mean, is it wrong? I mean, it's not like you're going, I'm 51 and I'm knocking some 25-year-old girl up. It's not
All
going to
right.
happen.
Hollywood, stop hijacking my news segment. But anyway, so a court in Romania's capital agreed Tuesday to extend social media influencer Andrew Tate's detention on suspicion of organized crime and human trafficking by another 30 days.
Wow.
Now, Andrew Tate, the top G, if you guys aren't familiar, online presence, influencer, yada, yada, former fighter. Mm-hmm. So Tate, 36, British U.S. citizen, known for misogynistic views, over 5.1 million Twitter followers. He's been over there since, I think, December 29th. And, when you're in a different country, this is what Sue brought up a few weeks back.
Yeah.
We kind of touched on it. So still there. My barber tried to tell me that he wasn't, but this is courtesy of Hood Ratchet TV. So if I'm wrong, they're wrong. I'm taking it straight from them. But what'd you guys do? It's almost like that Brittany Griner situation in Russia, right? Like,
Yes, yep.
how pickled would your mind be if you were captive in another country?
What is he?
if it was
what
out of
is- what is
10,
he
it might
again?
be a
You
nice
said
20. So.
He's British?
British U.S. citizen.
He's from British. He doesn't speak English.
Just had to do that drop. It was getting stale. Perfect timing.
I mean, I guess you would probably have to be somewhat scared. You don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's their rules versus your United States. You are the enemy.
It's almost like buying time. You know what I mean?
You don't know what they're going to do to you.
Yeah.
I'd be sharing bricks, man. Their rules are different
Yes.
than the
Oh,
U.S.
yeah.
rules, so it's like you don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what they're gonna do. Like how Hollywood said, like it's scary.
Well, you know what was bad, though? And let's go back to that Grinder, which we'll make it brief on her. Because she talked a lot of smack. She wasn't talking shit when she was over there. When she got back here on U.S. soil, talking all kinds of smack, you can talk against the USA and all that? Really? They got you? And you still have another one over there? Shoot, with that being said, you change your tune now. You know what I mean?
Once it gets political, it goes to a different level of
Yes.
government. So, this was ruled off by a judge for at least 30 more days too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to be careful with that.
Does he have reason?
I mean, listen, if he's human trafficking, which, listen, who knows, right?
Right.
If it's true, yeah, it's just, but if not, it's bullshit. Let's call it what it is.
I agree,
I agree with
man.
you. I agree with you.